There's mods that you can install on your Foxbody Mustang that could make you go faster and maneuver better and don't actually require you to make more horsepower. If you're new to the channel, this is our 1990 SSP Ford Mustang Coupe that we're gonna be building for 2025. So we're gonna start installing some of the chassis mods that you're gonna see here on the coupe. And by the end of the video, you'll see how significant that change really is. So when you start getting ready to build a motor, whether it's another stock bottom N302 or a 351 Windsor, or hell, even changing over to Coyote, one of the things you should install on the car is a K-member. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the factory K-member, but this is pretty bulky, it's pretty heavy, and it's something that you should probably replace, especially if you're gonna spend a bunch of money on an engine swap and to make more horsepower. It's just something to consider. At least with the Coyote and all the exotic motor Terminator stuff, you have to change the K-member anyways because the motor mounts aren't the same. So that's where we're gonna start today. We're gonna get the K-member down. I'm actually gonna show you an old video of the old Team Z K-member video that I did, and I'm gonna show you how much weight that is. Light as might. Getting weight off the nose of the car when you're racing makes a huge amount of difference in ET on the street or at the track. So the format of the video is we're gonna get these wheels off, we're gonna start getting the K-member down, and we're gonna safely extract the old K-member. And then I'm gonna go to the back, bring forward the other K-member that we got from Team Z with the control arms. We're gonna install it. We're gonna give you an idea what we're looking at. And again, I'm gonna show you how much of a difference that is versus the K-member from the factory. You'd honestly be surprised on how well a drilled and slotted rotor set, just that alone, does for your braking system. It's every little bit counts. So the reason why Cousin Paul put a chain here on the spring is because when we start taking tension off of this strut, this is a safety concern. Put something, a strap or something on there just for your own safety so you don't get hurt if you're ever changing your front springs and or K-member. We got them chained up. Now we just need to basically go up top and take the strut down. Car doesn't weigh a whole lot, so it takes a little bit of time to come down off the lift. But I'm gonna come up here and take these K-member plates out. 8 bolts that hold the whole K-member in. We'll use the exact same bolts that the factory had underneath of the strut tower and the 2 rear ones to put the other one back in. Got to be careful with this coil spring, folks. Safety first. I can see it. Looks like somebody changed these springs out. They're like the aftermarket something. They're a pain in the ass to put in. Oh, this is like the Mustang's Unlimited. Now we got the 2 strut tower bolts up here to maybe put some padding down or whatever. That was your head. Let's look at Cousin Paul's head from the lift.
I drove you.
He's got so many marks in his head from bumping his head on that damn corner. And I bought padding, to my defense. I bought padding, ain't nobody put it on, right?
No, it's sitting right here on the box.
It's sitting right here in the box. But we had an empty engine bay, and this is the time to do it when you're switching engines over or getting ready to modify your engine. We talk about the suspension stuff here, and we talk about steering on our channel quite a bit, but this rag joint's got to go, guys. Get yourself, if you get an opportunity to get yourself a steering knuckle. They sell them at Flaming River, they sell them at Team Z, they sell them pretty much everywhere. But that thing's got to get replaced, because I've actually seen cars where that rag joint was loose and they didn't check it, and I've seen them go right to the wall. Not a pretty sight. It's just, at least maintenance it. You don't want to replace it with a knuckle, at least maintenance it, because that rubber gets torn and those bolts get all messed up. On the top. All right, so we got most of the K-member disconnected from like the top for the most part with the struts and the rag joint. We're gonna take the car up and we're gonna bring the transmission jack forward, and we're gonna work from the bottom. Grab the 8 K-member bolts, and we're gonna bring this down and talk about the ones that's going in. Check it out. What happened here? Must have hit something pretty hard to dent that up.
Holy crap.
Probably from the original accident, because this car had been, this was an old SSB cars, and it was in an accident. That's why this, that's why we got the Team Z K member, or excuse me, the Team Z front tubular support in, because it was all bent up and crooked. But that was part of the original accident. So there's an actual plate up here that slides in and out for a K member that you got to retain. You could retain these bolts for the aftermarket one. We're not going to do the plumb bobbing and the exact measurements. I'll do that when I get, you know, off camera. But when we get there and get it installed, I'll talk about that as well. Give you an idea how light this shit's getting. I can lift it up and it just come right off the lift. So we're gonna have to get kind of a little bit safe about it and take some straps and kind of strap it to the lift for a while. And this is exactly why coupes are so popular in the racing scene, because they don't weigh anything. I mean, this coupe probably is gonna weigh 2,600 pounds with a engine and driveline and still look true street. It's going to be, you know, build specific, but it's still going to have an interior and it's going to have amenities for true street stuff. So I'll still be able to drive it as much as I want. But this is one of the reasons that make the Foxbody so popular versus the, you know, the hatchback. Guys, I'm a hatchback guy. Don't get me wrong. You know, it was time for a coupe on the channel, and then we're going to see how well we do with it. We're going to come back here and finally start digging into the parts that I have for this coupe. I just have an enormous pile of stuff, and we're trying to get the white car rolled back here so we can, you know, we're going to be taking the driveline out of that eventually and putting it in the coupe once we get the suspension all set up. I can't afford to be having all these race cars, but I can take some of the stuff that I already own, just kind of put stuff together that makes sense. As we're going to go ahead and get this K member installed. Again, I'm not going to set it up like plumb bob it and make it all square, because I'm going to spend some time with that to make sure it is straight. But this is the Team Z K member for a small block Ford. And they make K members for quite a few other cars on all the Coyote swaps. And they make them with or without motor mount plates, which make it even lighter than it was before. But we opted to keep the motor mount plates on it and not run with a motor plate itself. Really like this style. It's like, I don't know, 20 pounds or something. I can strap my car down in the trailer. I can't tell you how many times we've strapped around the tie rod and almost bent the damn thing. At the end of the video, you're gonna see both of these actually get weighed and the differences between the two. There's not a whole lot of room for adjustment here, but I'm still gonna check. I mean, these bolts are pretty, you know, it's gonna be pretty close regardless of how you look at it. We'll talk about the control arms real quick. And this is obviously the passenger side. The nice thing about this is I'll be able to use the limiters that I have for this setup. And this is pretty simple. These are factory bolts too. Nothing's like the factory bolts. Look how hardcore that is. And they don't always come out looking like that, I can promise you that. After some adjustments, we pretty much finalized where we were at. But for what we got going on right now, this is a good start, and I'm looking forward to putting the rest of this coupe together. So one of the last things we're gonna do here on the video is show you the comparison between the tubular and the factory K member and how much weight saving. We got a set of stock coil springs. Now this is a majority, this is just a set I pulled out of a box. Now, these are pretty heavy. You know, these are coil springs, these are factory 8793. That's what we're gonna focus on today. Now I'm gonna leave the spindles and the brakes off of this video, but we're also gonna leave the rack and pinion off, as that's just something that you would just transfer over when you're switching over anyways. We're gonna go here into the shop, and on our dry erase board, we are going to put the numbers here. And I'm only going to focus on the K member with A-arms because I'm not taking the stock one apart. And the Team Z K member, it's A-arms and coilover springs like we have. So we'll bring a couple of these out and we'll just take the values of, you know, of them both, obviously. So it looks like we saved 75 pounds total in the front of our Foxbody Mustang by switching the front K member, control arms, and the coilover setup on our Foxbody Mustang. And 75 pounds is a ton in the front of your car. That's for sure. So let's talk. Okay, guys, that's pretty much all I got for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I kind of did a quick, short part of that just to give you guys get an idea how much it weighed. This is probably one of the best, one of the better mods that we did for this coupe. The next couple videos are going to be us kind of putting the rest of this suspension together, which includes AFCO struts and Flaming River rack. We're not done with the front. We just wanted to get it in here and show you like a comparison of the stock one that was actually coming out of the car. It's just, you know, see how bulky and heavy it is. When you're doing an engine swap, regardless if it's a stock 302, 351, Coyote, whatever you plan on putting in your Foxbody Mustang or any car for that matter, consider swapping in a K member while the engine's out. You're gonna thank me later because you have plenty of room in there for big headers, big exhaust, turbo stuff, supercharger stuff, and maybe just shave some weight because you know that old K member, like I said, those rubber bushings have seen their days. So you guys enjoy this sort of content, leave me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, check out that join button below, become a member of the channel. Got some merch at neomustangs.com. Appreciate everybody for watching. We'll see you soon in the next one.